90% of people lose 90% of their net worth in their first 90 days of trading. I heard this from a professional that works with brokers, and I felt really bad for the beginner and struggling traders, because the only thing separating you guys from trading success is the little information that you don't have. I've been in your position before. I've been at the point where I felt like quitting was the only option. I've been at the point where I locked myself in my room to cry. This was because I had too much hope in the forex business. I was very close to making my first withdrawal, and boom, I self-sabotaged and blew my accounts. This video is going to show you how I went from a struggling trader to a six-figure funded trader. I came into forex at an early age. I was literally a teenager when I started. So when I started, after a few months of dedicated hard work, I started teaching my people that were also interested in forex. So we can say that I had students that were almost at the same level with me at the time. This is I'm telling you now happened like 5 years ago. And one of the major struggles that I had was hopping from one strategy to another. But it was always a struggle, because I had to start teaching my friends the new strategy that I'm trading, and they have to unlearn what I've already taught them. One of my students broke out to go and learn on his own, and he even suffered more than me, because this guy is a naturally anxious person. So whenever he suffered losses, he will always try to change strategy. This guy switched trading strategy up to 150 times. I didn't even go as far as him. There was a point that I found a strategy and I stuck to it no matter what. Now, this was what gave me the most emotional torture. I stuck to this strategy for years, and this is what will happen. I'll see myself in a position where I'm winning for a long period of time. I'll see success, and boom, I'll hit a losing streak that will send me back to square one. There was one time that I started buying prop accounts, prop challenges, and I'll pass the challenge, but when it's time to trade my funded accounts, I'll self-sabotage and I'll lose the accounts. There was a time that I actually got funded, 10k funded, and I got a payout, and I thought I was profitable finally, right? So I used half of the money to buy a 50k account, and I used the other half to enjoy myself. You know what happened? I ended up losing the 50k account and even the 10k accounts that I was funded in. There was one day that I sat back and started reflecting on my life. I told myself that I was going to buy a Lamborghini in my second year of trading, and at the time 2 years have passed and I haven't gotten anything tangible from forex. Then one day I now realized that I've been listening to the wrong people. I ran into an old trader on YouTube, and the way this guy talked about trading was very different from the way the influencers that I know talk about trading. That's when I realized that the people I've been looking up to in the industry are not real traders. These guys were purely marketers. And I'll tell you that these marketers, these trading influencers, these trading clowns, they are more popular than the real traders. These are the guys that want to attract you with flashy things. That's why I feel really bad for the beginner and struggling trader in this day and age, because it's going to be very hard for the struggling trader to differentiate between the real and the fake. Now, that was the beginning for me. How I started to master the art of trading was when I started to decide who I listen to and who I don't listen to. I had to start blocking out the noise. I chose 2 people that I listened to, and that was it. Then I had a mentor, and that was one thing that changed things for me. I had a mentor that taught me all I needed to know about trading: technical analysis, risk management, money management, and most importantly, journaling. With the knowledge I gained, I studied, I backtested, and I tracked my progress through my journal. This was one of the major things that helped me improve. You see, backtesting, don't joke with it. I backtested until I knew my trading system at the back of my palm. And I didn't just backtest. I professionally tracked down the details of every single backtesting that I did. I had stats on my strategy, and those stats was what gave me the confidence to trade my system flawlessly and become a trader that could actually make money consistently. But there's one important point that you all must know. If I didn't learn a good trading system from my mentor, I would have been wasting time with backtesting. You need a mentor that will teach you a system that works. When you have your hands on a system that works, that's when you'll be able to backtest it and actually get good results from it. A good mentor too will teach you how to backtest and gather stats in a way that will give you results. When you have this is when you'll be able to trade your strategy without errors. This was what helped me master the art of trading. It's really that simple, and I don't want to make this video too long. When I got the idea to make this video, I asked myself just 2 questions. How can I help someone that is in the position I was 5 years ago? How can I really help that person to master the art of trading? And the process is very simple. Have a good mentor that you can learn from. Then learn a trading system. Take notes. I did not say trading strategy. I said trading system. That trading system involves your trading strategy, your trading plan, your risk management plan, your money management plan, proper trading psychology, journaling, how to gather stats, and many more. Then when you've learned all of this, you backtest it and gather stats. Do it multiple times, and boom, you get used to your system and you'll be able to trade it properly without making errors. This was literally how I mastered the art of trading. Then what I did at the end of every day to keep myself sharp is that I review every trade I take in every trading day and see if there's any place that needs improvements. it. Then at the end of the week, I still review the whole week and see if there's any parts I need improvements. Now, we all know that if you master a skill for 10,000 hours, you're going to be a master at that skill. So doing the work that you're supposed to do every single day is going to make you a profitable trader in the next 6 to 12 months if you're serious about it. Look, there are a lot of people that think that what they need is a $500 a day strategy that they can learn from YouTube and immediately apply it to the charts. I'm telling you that it's only going to waste your time, and you might just end up like the people that spend 10 years trying to figure out the markets. Look, you don't have time to waste. You're here to make money, so do the things that will help you make money as fast as possible. Don't be like guys that think that they want to get a funded account and make money from the account, then when they make money is when they will use that money and go and actually learn how to trade. This makes no sense, and that will never work out. It's just like a person that wants to be a doctor, but he decides that he will go and start performing surgeries first, and then when he makes more money from the surgeries that he goes to perform, then he will use that money to go to medical school. You see how funny that sounds? That's exactly how it is. If you think you can make money from the forex market without actually getting the education, without learning how to trade it professionally, then you're simply a gambler, and it means that you're not taking the business serious. And that money that you're avoiding to pay, you'll definitely lose it when it's time to trade. I'm emphasizing on this point because I was one of the people that was always claiming that I'm self-taught. This was one of the funniest things that I did, because if I didn't get help when I did, till now I would have still been stuck in the cycle of doom. You're a businessman, you're not a gambler, so actually get the help that you need. And after you get the help, put in the work, do every single thing that I told you in this video, and if you do all of that, you'll get good results. I started trading as a young man and I took it very serious. The results I've had so far have been very positive, especially considering the background that I came from. I didn't have much capital, so when I found out that in the forex industry there are prop firms that will give traders capital to trade with, I was very happy with it. Till today, I use prop firms. I'm managing over 6 figures in capital, and at the end of this month I'll still add another 100k account to my portfolio. And you know how it goes with forex: the more capital you have, the richer you get. So don't sleep on this opportunity to make life-changing amounts from your house. I've seen a lot of my students struggle with trading, and after they got the guidance that they needed and they actually put in the work, they saw results. You can do it too. Anyone that puts his mind to it can do it. So if you're interested in joining my mentorship and learning how to trade directly from me, and also trading with me and my other students, then use the link in the description to send me a DM. The first link in the description. I believe in you, and I want to see you in the next one.